from outside Liberia's capital, a pleasant good afternoon and welcome to Focus News Summary, 50 minutes presentation covering Liberia, Africa, and our warm war. My name is Lyndon Toba, anchoring this segment of news presentation. Coming up in the headlines, President Joseph Boakai dedicates Mussolinian honoring late President Willem Richie Talbot and 13 officials executed after Liberia's 1980 military coup. Family of late Chief of Staff, the former Finance Minister Cletu Noah agree for an autopsy to establish cause of death. New board, new board resolution obtained confirms Lacra boss Christopher Sankulu was officially authorized to open a United Bank for Africa account, and away from whom Trump says Israel agreed to condition for 60 days Gaza ceasefire. These and many more are all packaged. We're taking a short break. When we come back, we bring you the news bulletin. Welcome back and thanks for rejoining us. President Joseph Boakai has dedicated a Mussolinian honoring late President William Richard Talbot Jr. and 13 officials executed after Liberia's 1980 military coup on July 1. The ceremony was held at the Liberian Baptist Theological Seminary in Pinsville and marked a national symbol of remembrance, reconciliation, and a commitment to justice and peace. Dignitaries including former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, former Vice President Joel Howard Taylor, First Lady Katumu Bwaka, lawmakers, clergy, and bereaved family attended the solemn ceremony. President Bwaka described the dedication as a memorial of restitution, urging Liberians to confront painful history for healing and national unity while honoring democratic ideals. Prayers, tributes, and Reeve Lane honored the deceased. The armed forces of Liberia symbolically presented Liberia's pledge to the families as part of the administration's ongoing reconciliation efforts. Family of late Chief of Staff to former Finance Minister Cletus Noah has agreed for an autopsy to establish the cause of death. It can be recalled on May 4, tension breathed between state prosecutors and family, particularly following accusations of foul play by his brother King Togzu against ex-Maritime Commissioner Len Eugene Nangwe and, and Cletus' former boss. According to report, the family initially opposed an autopsy, but after pressure from the government, the family has now agreed to carry out an autopsy on Cletus' body, which the government plans to conduct with two Ghanaian pathologists at a cost of US 36,000. Meanwhile, one of those accused, former maritime boss Eugene Nangwe, has supported the idea of autopsies on Cletus' body to clear his name, but he has called for an independent autopsy without government interfering. At the same time, Liberia National Police have halted burial arrangement until the autopsy is completed, adding to the tensions surrounding the case, which observers view it as a means to address public suspicion and prevent unrest. A new bold resolution obtained by Front Page Africa confirms that suspended Lacra boss Christopher Sankulu was officially authorized to open a United Bank of Africa account. President Boakai suspended Sankulu and his deputy over alleged misconduct, accusing them of opening an unauthorized UBA account and diverting funds. This resolution contradicts those serious claims. The resolution signed on April 4, 2025 approved LACRA's work plan, budget surplus allocation, and authorized reactivating a dormant Liberia Produce Marketing Corporation account with US 300,000 deposit. Others both approved measures included salary increases for temporary staff, new hires, employees insurance, and restructuring cocoa, coffee, and oil palm rules to local produce buyer. The resolution was signed by all board members, including ministries and Sankolo. This new evidence challenges the narrative of financial wrongdoing and reveals sanctions financial management decision. Report of a security breach at the Rabat International Airport have raised safety concerns, though the Liberia Airport Authority has firmly denied an intrusion occurred last weekend. Sources claim a mentally ill woman breached the perimeter fence accessing the active runway before being removed. No official airline or incident reports confirmed the alleged incident. The anonymous source cited poor fencings, overgrown vegetable, and lack of patrol vehicle, warning that security lapses continue to endanger Liberia's main aviation gateway operation. LAA officials insisted no breach took place, describing the allegation as misleading and harmful to Liberia's aviation reputation, affirming strict adherence to international security standards. Authorities emphasize continual security patrols, surveillance, and collaboration with national agencies, asserting their commitment to safety while pursuing ongoing improvement to modernize Liberia's key airport infrastructure. This is a reminder that you are listening to Focus News Summary, 15 minutes of news presentation covering Liberia, Africa, and our one war. Let's bring you a quick look at top stories we are following closely on this news presentation. President Joseph Boakai dedicates Mussolinian honoring late President William Richard Tauber and take team officials executed after Liberia's 1988 military coup. Family of late Chief of Staff to former Finance Minister Cletus Noah agree for an autopsy to establish cause of death. New board resolution obtained confirms suspended Lacra boss Christopher Sankolut was officially authorized to open a United Bank of Africa account, and away from whom Trump says Israel agreed to condition for 60 days ceasefire in Gaza. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we bring you more development on our news program. Welcome back and thanks for rejoining us on this presentation. President Joseph Boakai has officially commissioned the Metro Family Health Clinic in Dupero, Pingsville, marking a significant step towards strengthening local healthcare access. The modern facility is expected to serve thousands of residents in Dupero and surrounding area, addressing long-standing gap in primary and community-level medical services. President Boakai emphasized government's commitment to providing quality, affordable healthcare as a basic right to every Liberian, regardless of locations or economic status. The initiative forms part of a broader national effort to expand healthcare infrastructure, improve service delivery, and reduce preventable illnesses across the country. Community members expressed gratitude for the move, adding that the clinic will be a vital addition that will ease overcrowding at existing health facilities and improve health outcome for families in the areas. Representative Jan Flomod in Yankat Grade of Nema County held a strategic meeting with residents to address long-standing concerns about ArcelorMittal mining operation premises. Community members complained about unfulfilled development funds and vocational training commitment, urging lawmakers to revisit the agreement and guarantee financial benefits bring tangibles and other improvement to the living conditions of the people. Representative Flomo criticized ArcelorMittal billion-dollar operation, noting locals remain impoverished, lacking jobs, infrastructure, and opportunities similar to hardship during the old Lamb Code mining era before the war. Representative Gay stressed unity among lawmakers and communities when engaging ArcelorMittal, referencing infrastructure from a 2023 mountain ownership dispute that previously prompted the national government interventions efforts. Both lawmakers pledged to advocate during negotiation, ensuring fair, transparent use of funds, and promised strong legislative follow-up to secure community development and enforce company commitments. The Liberia National Student Union has strongly criticized what they call President Boakar's elective memorial initiative, describing it as a scam that betrays Liberia's progressive legacy and justice. Lensu argued Liberia glorified former leaders tied to oppressions while ignoring countless martyrs, massacres, civilians, and student activists who died during the Olakagi military dictatorship and brutal civil conflict. The student group condemned silent progressive officials now in government, accusing them of betraying past radical ideals and failing to uphold genuine justice and national healing. Lindsay demanded a People's Memorial Commission honoring all victims, operationalizations of the World and Economic Crimes Court, and the balanced national narrative reflecting all heroic sacrifice. The vow continued resistance against historical falsification and called on President Boakai to first stand where victims failed if truly committed to reconciliation and national unity. The University of Liberia has announced plans to offer master's and doctoral programs in gender and security studies. In a release issued Monday, the university disclosed that the program aims to provide advanced academic and professional opportunities for individuals working or aspiring to work in gender and security related fields. According to the University of Liberia, the program will be officially launched on Thursday, July 3rd, and will be housed on the College of Gender Studies and Interdisciplinary Research. The release added that the program will foster research and dialogue around gender equality, human rights, and national and global security challenges. Meanwhile, as part of the launch initiative, the university has scheduled an inaugural lecture which should serve as a platform to introduce academic framework and highlight the importance of gender-sensitive approaches in security studies, among other things. At least 23 staff members of the Ministry of Agriculture has departed the country for a one-day technical training program in China. The move was the move was organized by the China National Research Institute of Food and Fermentation Industry. It's expected to sharpen the skills of county agriculture coordinators and district agriculture officers, exposing them to cutting-edge techniques. They will be trained in agricultural products processing and preservation technology, rice processing and preservation, livestock and poultry product preservation, among others. Let's bring you this sporting development from our Warrior Sports. Real Madrid coach Zazi Alonso said Kylian Mbappe is edging closer to full fitness ahead of the World Cup quarterfinals after his side eliminated Juventus 1-0 in the last 16 on Tuesday. Mbappe made his long-awaited debut in the tournament as a second half substitute following a grassroots that sidelined him during the group stage. Alonso expressed optimism that the French striker could be sharpened in the time for Saturday's quarterfinal clash against Borussia Dortmund. Let's bring you this international development. Israel has agreed to the necessary condition to finalize a 60-day ceasefire in Gaza, U.S. President Donald Trump has said. In, the, in a post on Truth Social, Trump said that during the proposed ceasefire, the U.S. will work with all parties to end the war. He did not provide the details on what the ceasefire could entail. The quartets and Egyptians, who have worked very hard to help bring peace, will deliver their final proposal. Now, to end this news, we recap major stories we have been following very closely on our news presentation. President Joseph Boakai dedicates mausoleum to honoring late President William Richard Talbot and 13 officials executed after Liberia's 1980 military coup. Family of late Chief of Staff, the former Finance Minister Cletus Noah agreed for an autopsy to establish cause of death. New board resolution obtained confirms suspended Lacra boss Christopher Sankolo was officially authorized to open a United Bank for Africa account, and away from him, Trump says Israel agreed to condition for 60 days Gaza's ceasefire. This is Spoken News Summary. My name is Lyndon Tokba. I presented. Good afternoon.